Our renovation came to a sudden stop, and not because we wanted it to, but with the mill on pause, we had two choices: stress over what we couldn't change or make the most of it. And you can probably guess which one we picked. We're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers building our dream as we turn this old watermill into our very first home, not on wheels. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin.
The time is now. I just connected the sprinklers to the four corners of our shade structure. I'm gonna turn them on and there's gonna be a lot of water flying. I covered up our chair, the electrical. Here we go.
Do I get an umbrella?
It's warm out.
Yeah, it's hot enough actually. We can close the camper. And the kitties are not around for anyone who's concerned. Oh, wait, actually there is a sleeping kitty under the couch.
Up here by the manifold.
Wait, you can't. There's babies under the couch.
I know, I nudged her. She was too tired to move. She'll be all right.
No, hold on.
She'll figure it out.
Baby, you need to move. You need to move. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Baby, you're gonna get wet. Well, she doesn't look like she's ready to move. Alright, I guess you just gotta go for it. Look at how nice he did, tucking the tube into the folds of the shade roof thingy all the way around. Like you can barely notice it. And then there's that sprinkler, the other sprinkler. So we have them on all four corners. Alright, babe, ready when you are. Let's see if we get 360-degree coverage here.
So I'm up here in the section where we turn all the valves on. I've also adjusted all the sprinklers so that they only go so far, so that trajectory, and turn all the way and stop and go up to that trajectory. Everything spanning this entire area on all four corners. All right, you ready? We're just trying to make sure that all the sprinklers are adjusted to do full coverage underneath. So I'm going to turn them on and we're going to check if they need to be raised or lowered or reconfigured or more spray, less spray, higher pitch. I'm going to turn your two on way over by you.
It's okay, kitty.
Fire's coming. Ah! Holy smokes.
This is crazy.
Oh, this one's shooting a little high. So in the future, there's a sprinkler right there that will cover all the middle section as well. I just don't have the parts right now.
It's raining underneath here. Oh my god. Whoa.
It's madness, isn't it?
We're both pretty soaked. I mean, it did a great job.
Is it covering everything though? That's what I'm wondering. This one's shooting a little high. It's covering the whole deck, I think.
Yeah. The whole deck's pretty soaked. Look at that. Hey, I feel pretty good about this. This is great.
And you know what the best part is? Right now we're running off of our pump, but in the future when the power's cut, it'll all be from those big water tanks up on our hill. That'll be self-contained, off-grid, and still powered.
Look at that. Off-grid irrigation and fire safety dreams.
Wow. There's a little pin and another lever you can change to change the trajectory.
Wow. I mean, it is like a torrential downpour under there.
I think we've fully covered the entire deck here right now.
Ooh, we're gonna have to dry out the
Yeah.
sheep rug.
System's off.
Well, that is one wet deck. And that is exactly what we wanted. Look at that.
What do you think of that?
Well done.
I am a wet man.
Hey, buddy. Look at that. You're a grasshopper. See, he knows he has nothing to be afraid of, right? You're in a good place. All right, you enjoy that spot.
Although grasshoppers can tolerate dry climates, too much dryness stresses them, which we can relate to. But living down near our stream, where we now have our 360-degree emergency sprinkler system, creates a humid microclimate that's cooler and more comfortable, especially during heat waves. This can also make the plants tastier and easier to digest, for them and for us too.
Isn't he cute?
That's like the world's smallest pepper. That's a pepper for a mouse.
He's so cute. Speaking of peppers, we have quite a few that are ready to be picked and that are larger than Barbie sized. There's beautiful green peppers. And under here, we have so many of the red piri peppers. Look at that. It's perfect. Drew likes these. They're a little too spicy for me, but they're always fun to give to neighbors and friends. Look at this beautiful, bountiful harvest. We'll definitely have enough piri peppers to share. And yes, I know I need a prettier basket, but I haven't been able to go to a market to source a beautiful little garden basket yet, so this will do. And our lettuce has definitely gone to seed. It's crazy how tall they grew and that they're literally growing little flowers. Probably time to take them out. Pretty crazy how big these are. Luckily, you can just put them in the compost. Next, our onions are ready to harvest. Or cibola. Never picked an onion before. Wow, look at those roots. What a big and happy onion. No tears here. Not till I cut ya. Wow. Look at that beauty. And this one looks like he's ready. Just perfect. This might be the biggest of them all. He was right near the drip line here. See that? Keep that soil covered. Not let this guy get too big this time. Just right. And now, you guys, the tomatoes. They have been sort of popping off, but I couldn't pick them all until I was ready to film. So here we are. That's sort of how life goes, YouTube life. But we got some beautiful tomatoes to play with and to share. These are called like Rosa tomatoes or something to that effect. They're also called ugly Monchique tomatoes because they tend to be like really wrinkly and gnarly looking. Incredible. Nature's so cool. They're succulent, colorful. Wow. Nino, you want to smell? What do you think? No. Kitties don't have a taste bud center for sweet things. But wow. Sweet things indeed. What a harvest. Wow.
Oh, it's so heavy I can hardly lift it.
Luckily we have a fridge because I think they'll stay a bit longer in there.
We grew this?
I know.
That's stunning.
So proud of us.
I'm impressed at how big the onions are. Holy cow.
It's like beautiful and braided. Who knew an onion could be so pretty? If you want a snack, there's some perfect little strawberries.
Ooh.
Having gone from nomad life to land life and soon to watermill life, there is something still so magical about being able to grow and eat your own food. Magical and healing.
You're so sweet. I love you. They're having fun being cats.
Perfect little paradise for these munchkins.
You know what it's time for?
What's it time for?
Solar power.
Sun's out. It's a blue sky.
So we get a lot of great questions from you guys, and one reoccurring question that we are always reading is, when are you guys going to put solar panels on the roof of your shade structure over top of our workshop, over top of our camper, because we get so much abundant sunshine here in southern Portugal. And well, right now Drew is pulling out two 200-watt anti-shade ShadowFlux N-type solar panels by Renogy. The name is a tongue twister, but they are incredible.
These panels are the first of their kind.
Look at that secure packaging.
They utilize cell-level shadow management technology to significantly enhance power generation and overall power yield with unmatched efficiency under partial shade conditions, so you can enjoy a steady power output all day long.
Along with maximum output, they are also lightweight and compact, making them an ideal option if you're looking to mount them on top of something like an RV, an SUV for truck camping, a tiny house, or you just want to take up less room on top of your actual house, or like us, on top of our very shiny shade structure.
This guy right here, these thin metal panels that we mounted.
He's going to then string a cable down the side of the container, which will then go inside of our container.
And then all of that beautiful solar energy is going to pour into our battery setup, and this helps us power all of our power tools, our camper van, when anything needs topped up. This is our power source. So right now it's nearly 2 o'clock, which means we are getting the most direct sunlight of the day. So before Drew gets the panels mounted on top of the shade structure, we want to show you the excellent performance of the ShadowFlux panels.
Right now it's pulling 155 watts.
And that is with zero shade.
So traditional solar panels lose all power when shading exceeds just 22%. But our ShadowFlux panels continue to generate power, maintaining 60% output even with 30% of shading.
Right now there's an input of 85 watts.
I'd say that's pretty great. They're also less likely to suffer from little microchips. They have a really sturdy framing to them, and they are all weather. They can endure rain, snow, even small hail for decades.
Drop the leaves. It's pulling in 50 watts. Drop the dirt. Good thing they're strong and durable. 48 watts.
So it's now nearly 6 o'clock and the sun is setting in our valley. Drew just hooked up one of our solar panels. We are gonna hook the other one up in a series, but just to test 1-to-1 so you could see what it was like with direct sunlight and now at a much lower angle. And the reading was 83 watts at this hour, which is incredible. So if you are looking for exceptional performance in all conditions, then be sure to check out our link below and learn more about Renogy's ShadowFlux anti-shading N-type solar panels. We're so excited to have these, and we were so grateful to have them partner with us on this episode.
It's like a sleeping bag hammock. Look at this. I feel like I'm in a little cocoon. It is just like perfect Goldilocks weather. Couldn't be more grateful right now, and more comfortable and more relaxed. And part of all of that is because right now we have had to take a break. We have had to stop all of the work on the mill. As many of you know, we have been working on restoring our wooden windows. We have had our carpenter friend here who has been so knowledgeable, so helpful, and so skilled at helping progress our visions and helping us turn them into a reality. Currently working, well, not right now. I guess that's one of the things that's on pause, but building that stable door that will go in the upper bedroom.
The Dutch door.
Yeah, the Dutch door. There's a few different names for them. Barn door. But our
nursery door.
Nursery door?
Yeah, I remember as a little kid, like moms would hold the kids and put them in a nursery and pass them over the door that was like half open.
Oh, so
and it had like a little bar top on it.
Right, so the little rugrats couldn't get out from the bottom.
Couldn't escape.
That's smart. I guess if we have a baby.
If we have rugrats,
yeah,
then they'll be inside. We
have little rugrats with their cats. They would hate being called rugrats. They're like, I eat rats for breakfast. They do. But our carpenter has gone on a 2-week vacation, and so...
It's that time of year here in Portugal when a lot of things stop, and so people just remember it's summer, it's hot out, and take a break from their work, spend time with friends and family.
That's right. So this is being filmed in August. It will go live in September. We film in advance quite a bit, so we have time to edit and work with sponsors and stuff. But August in Europe, there is like not work happening. Stores are closed. People don't answer your calls, your emails.
Even if you go to the stores, a lot of times you see signs on them that say, we're closed for 2 weeks, we'll reopen September 1st.
So to be honest, we were not vibing with that. We wanted to forge forward. We wanted to keep working, and we were like...
Get that habitation license.
Yeah, but we were hitting our heads against a wall, and we were becoming so frustrated with the lack of progress and lack of response that we were like, you know what? We just have to take a step back, not for the whole month of August, because we still have a little bit of that American hustle culture inside of us. And like Drew said, habitation license is on the top of our minds all the time.
That is goal numero
Yes. But with Ferg leaving for 2 weeks, it has been like almost undeniable for us to see like now is the time to try and make room for a bit of this, you know?
And now that we have these, we can throw them in the back of the truck and maybe go camping, go set them up at a beautiful vista when we're not enjoying them here.
That's right. And speaking of doing fun things and going on adventures, there is one adventure in particular that we have been wanting to share with you guys that we were able to enjoy with our friend Nick. And now is finally the time for us to share with you this incredible coastal adventure that we went on, spanning I don't know how many miles or kilometers along Portugal's southern coast.
It was one very full day.
It includes boats, canoeing, a Hawaiian canoe,
outrigger.
Yeah, walking, sand trekking,
ferries,
swimming. It was great. So many of you have seen our friend Nick in some of our past episodes. He is the host of the channel Algarve Addicts. He's so kind.
Super informative if you're considering moving to Portugal or just want to learn about Portugal more.
But without further ado, while we relax in our hammocks, we're going to let you enjoy our awesome adventure along the beaches of Portugal's coast.
I just really love that these have built-in pillows.
Yeah, they're actually really comfortable.
And for my ankles,
yeah,
too.
I was going to say.
It's not just one.
Yeah, for your heads and for your feet. Oh, but I'm small. I gotta scooch up if I want my head to reach. Oh, yeah, there you go. just arrived to Faro, and Nick is going to give us a little summary about the adventure that we have in store.
Okay, so we're in Olhão. Okay.
Oh, oops.
And what we're going to do is we're going to get a Hawaiian canoe with about 10 people, because they got a canoe club here. So we're all going to be like paddling in this canoe. We're going to paddle out to Kulatra Island, which is the barrier island with the ocean. We're going to walk 4 kilometers from there, and from Faro we're going to take a ferry into Faro City itself, and then we're going to go from Faro City to Faro Beach, and then we're going to walk 10 kilometers west towards Villamora. I'm excited to be
great.
Adventure day like
I know,
this.
I've always wanted to explore this part of the coast in the Algarve.
Yes, and we've been so busy on our land, this will be nice for a
Yeah.
little getaway.
And so the crew set out from Olhão, which is famous for its large fishing port, authentic atmosphere, and its beautiful islands like Armona and Kulatra, where they would be headed to in their outrigger boat, which the outrigging club was kind enough to let them join in on that morning. Which we were wondering how happy they were about, because there were actually a lot of intricacies when it comes to rowing in an outrigger. Like, everyone has to row on the same side at the same time, and you gotta keep your arms straight.
The worst part is when you're paddling and you miss a paddle and you splash all your teammates. Have you done that before?
Done this?
When you miss paddling and you splash everybody in front of you, and then they like look back, they're like this. And here's the boss. Caio, did you paddle in Hawaii? In Hawaii?
No, not yet.
In Brazil?
No, that's on the to-do list.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Good job.
Getting the rhythm down?
Yeah, learning how to all paddle at the same time and keep my arms straight.
They probably want me paddling again. I'm not carrying my weight. Super fun. Now the walk starts. Bye.
Bon voyage!
Ciao.
Kulatra Island is a barrier island located in the Ria Formosa in the Algarve. We were so excited to finally explore some of the islands out here, and what was so interesting was the fisherman culture. People first moved to the island in the 19th century, mostly just fishermen and their families, and it sort of has just stayed that way. And in case you're wondering, particularly they're fishing for sardines.
Look at how beautiful this is.
And other salty creatures too.
Treasure. I love it. I've never seen a seashell like this.
Impressive. Look at all the oysters.
No wonder the water's salty.
I got the goods. These look great. They're fresh off the boat. Pastel de natas,
Ah,
fresh.
fantastical.
amazing.
You guys ever seen a pastel de cereja?
No.
Cherry.
Is it regular with a cherry on top, or it's the cherry is in the
actual
cream and
custard
in the
is-
custard?
Yeah, it's cherry custard.
Oh,
and it's up in Fundão. It's fantastic.
Oh, you know all these little secrets,
Because
right?
I've been there. Yeah, it's amazing.
You've lived here for over 20 years now?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
What are some of your favorite hidden gems? If we had to say like top 3 destinations or things we have to try, is there anything that comes to mind?
In the Algarve.
Yes.
Well, here, for one, for sure. I mean, like, a lot of people don't realize about these islands. And I mean, this is okay, Kulatra here, but if you take a paddleboard or a kayak and you go to some of the more remote beaches, it's just
Oh, you've
So
even
cool.
camped on some of them.
I have. You're not allowed to,
Right.
but I have.
We've been known to boondock and stealth camp a few times in our day too.
But this is like tent camping, you know? Like
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, me too.
And you paddleboard there and
Yeah.
then set up your tent.
So stick your stuff on the paddleboard, lash it on, and just paddleboard over, and then just sleep the night, and it's beautiful. So that's number 1. Number 2, I think, is probably getting back up into the hills, like around sort of Alt area around there.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys, I mean, you guys are up in the hills, right?
Right.
So, and then, I don't know, I guess the West Coast is, you know, not many people, a lot of people come to the Algarve and they just stick in their hotels. And you've got to get out there and explore because there's so much cool stuff.
Do you have a beach that you love?
Yeah, that little, we've been there before, that secret beach.
Oh, me too.
I
Yeah.
love that. And now, in the middle, height of summer, you can go there early in the mornings and no one's there.
That's the trick. You have to get there early. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's the biggest trick, I think. Waking
yeah.
up early, like
It
we did
is.
today.
Exactly.
Love it.
Currently hiking quickly because We have to get all the way down there to the other end of the island in time to catch the ferry. It's supposed to take us an hour to walk there, but we only have 35 minutes. And we're in soft sand, so we're trying to boogie. Whew. That lighthouse over there is our destination. Extra bonus points for this part.
The calf burn.
Made it.
I've been waiting for my better half.
With 1 minute to spare.
I found my better half. Yeah.
We made it.
Good work.
Good work.
You earned your Mrs. Adventure badge today.
And we're off to another island, yeah?
We are. It's really cool out here because they have a whole network of ferries that links these islands in different places, so you can make all kinds of adventures out here. I've always wanted to come.
Just another one of the many things that we love about living in this part of Portugal. There's so much adventure to be had.
We can never run out of entertainment options, activities, just fun things to do, cool people to meet. We love it.
Yeah, the people are wonderful. Have we said that enough? Next stop, Faro. We've almost made it to Faro. Nick was also telling us that around here, the maritime police have to keep a watch out for the fishermen because they might be smuggling seahorses. Apparently they fish the seahorses and grind them up for aphrodisiac powder. Isn't that crazy? And people in China purchase this for things like Viagra. I had no idea, but I've been seeing a lot of statues of seahorses, so now that explains it. They're so cute. Glad they're being protected, or at least being tried to be. But it's truly such a unique landscape here.
That's cool. When people start videoing their food and they go,
So I gotta ask you a question that we get asked a lot. Tipping in Portugal. What's the standard? What should you do? Should you not? Even Brittany and I have been confused when we go out because we've seen some people leave money, some people leave no money. A lot of times they come around with the credit card machine, and then if you don't have cash on you, what do you do? What should you do?
It is different here, but I used to work in a restaurant, so I always tip 10% here.
Okay.
If it's really good, I'll tip more. But I know a lot of Portuguese people who don't tip at all.
Okay.
And sometimes really, really small, like literally 5%.
Okay.
So
It depends.
depends. It depends how you feel. I do 10%.
Okay.
Do 10%, guys.
That's good to know.
Please, because I used to be work as a waiter. It's hard work, man.
Do servers get paid a decent wage here?
Well, they get paid a wage, yeah. They don't get paid, you know, I mean,
But not like America where they rely on tips as the main source
not
of
like
their
that. No,
income.
they get a basic.
Okay.
And then they can, like, obviously tips are bonuses and
Yeah,
stuff,
sure.
but it helps a lot. And you know, times are
Tip
tough. in
10%.
Portugal. Times are tough in Portugal, so help them out.
We agree.
11:30, 12.
So Nick, what are our options right now?
Oh, hey. Well, this is our option here. So we can go from Faro, the ferry, Faro to Praia de Faro. There's one leaving in half an hour, or it might be waiting for us right now.
Ah, how do we know?
I don't know, I'm confused. But we could actually take a water taxi, we could take a ferry, or we could take an Uber. Or we could walk.
We decided to explore the old town for 30 minutes and then hopped on the ferry to Faro Beach.
All right, we're 2 boats in and we got about a 10K walk ahead of us. We're gonna enjoy the outer banks out here, the exterior beach of the Algarve. Our first glimpse of it. All these boat rides and this whole adventure is wonderful.
And I love that this area has like no high rises. Feels like an old town, an old beach town.
I feel like we're cheating with all these boat rides, man.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too, yeah.
There's a good sight everywhere we look. Oh, little surfer.
All right, we got away.
You can see Monchique out in the distance. It's where we started at 4 o'clock this morning. Woo!
And Nick, what are you thinking of this adventure so far?
I'm loving it. I can't believe this is our job.
And we were loving it too. Great friends, great vibes, a beautiful day and sunshine. Plus an epic adventure that we had never been on before. It was all the things and more.
And as for our journey, we can see the destination in the distance. We still have quite a ways to go, but we are definitely enjoying our time and this beach. It's so beautiful.
The thing I'm really looking forward to ahead up here is a spot we fell in love with Portugal, and especially the Algarve, where we camped under these beautiful trees 5 years ago.
We haven't been back since, so this is definitely a treat. And what a great beach for a nice long walk, you know? I always appreciate that. A nice long expanse of sand along the coast.
And spending time with a friend who has lived here for over 20 years.
This must be the Algarve's version of Stonehenge.
These incredible orange cliffs just get us every time. It seems like every beach in the Algarve has something uniquely beautiful about it to offer. And this here is the spot where Drew and I wild camped back in the day when wild camping was still legal along the coast. But we're so grateful that we live nearby so that we can return to one of our very favorite spots of life and get to share it with you. Gratitude.
All the way around. We did it!
From the ocean and back up to the mountains. It's been so special to be able to share a little bit more of our relaxation and fun time with you guys in this episode. But along with Drew finishing up the sprinkler and fire safety system around the camper van, he has also been working on one back here at the very back of our property near the one container. It can never be too safe, especially when you live in a place that is prone to fires like this, or if you're living somewhere where you're prone to hurricanes or whatever the natural disaster might be. It is so important to be prepared. And so this morning, Drew finished off our fire safety sprinkler system. So I'm going to show you guys how it works.
We had this 2-inch tube coming back here from a long time ago when we set up the tanks up high on our hill for holding water that could be used for this purpose of fire protection. I basically just added a 32mm line that goes on a T here with the on-off valve. Goes all the way over here. And knowing that the container is shaped like a box, I figured I could get away with just 2 sprinklers, one offset in the front corner, another offset on the hill in the back corner. And I have little on-offs right here to each one that goes right to this pole with the sprinkler that goes. That's my best sprinkler impression. And if we go back here, the main line continues next to the container. In the future, I want to bury all these, but it's a lot of work to dig trenches by hand. So you guys know who we'll call, and he'll be back with his excavator.
Nelson!
He'll help us bury these and save us a lot of manual work and hours. I even have a stem to put a hose connection if we want to have a garden hose or be able to wash things back here. And comes off the main line, the 32 to a 16mm tube with it on off again, going right up to my innovative sprinkler stand.
I love it.
I want it to be sturdy in the wind because you never know if there's flames in the area and the wind's blowing and things are turbulent. It's got to be sturdy in the ground.
Ideally, we wish all of this was made of steel, but for whatever reason, you cannot find steel tube things in Portugal. I wish it wasn't like that.
And it's very costly if you can, and you also have to get a tool to do the threading. It's just so much easier to do this and bury it the best you can. But I do know if water is passing through tubes, it's staying cool inside, even with the surrounding heat. The sprinkler's spraying water all the way around. It shouldn't melt any of these lines.
But with all that being said, let's see him in action.
Let's get this baby going.
He's gonna go turn on the well pump
That well pump is going to be pumping water up from 107 meters or 321 feet below ground. Because we are far enough away from a village, we were not able to connect to mains water, which we were actually a bit happy about, to have our own well and water source. I think water is the new form of gold in this day and age, especially in a place that's prone to fire. So he's gonna go turn that pump on, and we are gonna see how far these sprinklers sprinkle, spray, protect, all of the above. Woo! Ah! Definitely getting sprinklered, but that's great. That means it's sprinklering far. There's the other one over there. Oh my gosh, guys. Ah, I'm using you as my shield. That is excellent. We keep some important things stored in there, so it's very important to have water that can protect our back end of the property.
Not too shabby, right?
Well done. Wow. A great summer project to have done.
I know, it's been on my list all summer long, and we're approaching the end of the summer and I finally got it complete. So it's like one of those things, you're racing along with the seasons to try to complete certain things.
Racing along and also trying to enjoy the time. Con calma, as the Portuguese like to say, with calm. They have a very different experience of time here, one that we have grown to love and appreciate. Yeah, wow, getting very wet here, but that's a good sign.
Let me show you guys from above what it looks like.
Sprinkler party! This is great.
Pretty good, right?
Oh, it's almost like cold. Shocking. Woo!
I love that it just cakes across the entire top of the container.
Yeah, I love that you put them on poles like this.
Some serious distance. You can alter them too to shoot a little further out or more volume of water. Thanks to my dad for teaching me the ropes on that one.
And this turns it off?
Yep. And there's ones right at the sprinkler, but that's the main one.
Well done, friend.
I'd say completing our fire emergency sprinkler system was one of the best things that we've done all summer. Granted, it would have been great to have it done before summer, but we feel very grateful. We've also been grateful for all of the beautiful beach days and the full moon hike we got to enjoy for our friend's birthday, and outdoor movie nights in our village, and Queen Revival night in our village. There's just been a lot of fun things going on, but there's still a lot of work to do on the water mill. So if you've stuck around this far till the end, then be sure to drop us an emoji like music notes or a strawberry or something that reminds you of something fun you've done this summer. Remember to be grateful for all the small things, and there's so much more where that came from. We love you. We thank you for being here with us, and we can't wait to share the next one with you. Beijinhos. You're the best.